Hey to everybody that's coming in. My bad. I forgot I was muted. Hey y'all. Hey to everybody that's coming in. Y'all already know what to do. Like before y'all enter. Y'all already know. Oh, girl. My damn nose itching. I got on the hat right now, y'all, because I ain't shaved my head yet, and I got a whole bunch of new growth. What's good, y'all? Good morning. Good morning to everybody that's coming on in. Good morning. Y'all already know we gotta wait for all of the late folk. Good morning. Y'all make sure to like this video on y'all way in. Like this video on y'all way in. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Some of y'all may notice a wrench by y'all name. I made a couple of new people some moderators because as I grow, I need more moderators. P Norman, congratulations. You're a new moderator. Lexi Arthur, congratulations. You're a new moderator. Chantel, aka Lady Perception, or girl, whatever that is, child. Congratulations, you are a new moderator. Good morning. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So blessed. Congratulations, you are a new moderator. Good morning. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Lil Mackie, congratulations, you're a new moderator. Good morning. Hey, blissfully single being. How you doing? Congratulations, you're a new moderator. Hey, Erica Jones. Hey, Rachel. Hey, Sierra B. Hey, Frida Clark. Hey, Creators List. Hey, Shashpati. Hey, D. Williams. What y'all got going on? Child. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, B. Riley. Lord Jesus. Hey, Frenchie. Hey, S. Collins. What's good? Hey, Fat Girl Forever. What's happening, boo? Child, waiting for some more folk. I know damn well there's going to be more people that's going to come up in here, especially after what I had to say last night, which really wasn't bad. Hey, boo. Hey, Sindel. Is that how you pronounce your name, boo? How you doing? Hey, Simply Miss T. Child. Hey, Christine. Hey, Love Angel. Hey, Meg. Hey, Just Coco. What y'all got going on? Congratulations. I just made my homegirl from the motherland a moderator. She know who she is because I can never get her name right. All I want to say is that this editing team is overworking to make OG better. We're going to get to all of that in a minute. What's good, China Black? What's good, Miss Bella? What's good, TH? What's good, K Pender? What's happening? Y'all make sure to like this video on y'all way in. Like this video up here. Lord, I got a dislike already. Ain't that some shit? I don't be understanding. I don't be understanding. Chantel. Got you. Jazz, I think you was right. They're only going to have 10 episodes this season. Yeah, they only got a few more episodes left. Hey, Saki, how you doing, boo? Yeah, I ain't even opening my mouth yet, y'all. I ain't said a word yet. What's good, y'all? Rise and shine. Yes, rise and shine, honey. What's good to everybody? Y'all come on up in here. Make sure to like on y'all way in. Y'all already know what to do. Any new visitors, make sure y'all head on around there to the visitor center. Make sure you get your little visitors pin that you can put on your lapel with your name on it. Whatever you want to be called, that's what we're gonna call you. The ushers are going to greet you. If you need to leave at any time, make sure you leave down my side aisles. Don't walk down my middle aisle. That disturbs me and everybody else, and that's not fair. People pay good money to come catch these jokes and gags, especially when I got to force myself to get up here and talk about the bull crap. That's all I ask, okay? The collection plate is going around. If you would like to donate to the channel, the Cash App and the PayPal is scrolling. You can also join by becoming a member if you would like to. You can donate that way. You know, those people, those the tithes and offering, all right? All right, make sure y'all pay y'all tithes. Make sure y'all pay y'all offering, all right? Make sure y'all pay y'all tithes and offering. Ain't that something? I ain't got no candy this time. I ain't got no candy, not this time. What's good, y'all? I see some more people coming on up in here. I see more people coming up in here. Y'all get these likes up as y'all come on in. Even if it's a dislike, fine. They welcome too. God damn it. Y'all just like, regardless. Y'all come on up in here. Child. Y'all come on up in here. Come on up in here. Y'all, this is my last 24 hours of being 32. Y'all know my birthday tomorrow. So I'm about to enjoy my last few hours being 32. Y'all know I hate odd numbers. So I'm really not excited about being 33. I hate odd numbers. I can't stand them. They make my nuts itch. So I'm just about to enjoy the rest of my little days being 32. Lord knows we're going to see what this eyeball ass number going to give me. Happy birthday to me. Ciao. But we'll talk more about that later. Good morning. Is anybody else going to come up in here before I start this? Because I ain't repeating shit. Thank you. Thank y'all. I appreciate the early birthdays. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, God's seed for the building fund. Girl, you know we about to start expanding soon anyhow. So I do appreciate you for you starting the seed for the building fund. Thank you. Yes. And thank you, Boo, for the birthday wishes. Okay, the choir getting big. We need a new choir. We need to build a new choir stand. I need to start baptizing some of you dirty assholes. So I need to go ahead and add a baptism and pool to it. You know, we need a lot. So I need to go on ahead and build a bigger balcony. You know. So you right with the building fund. You right. You're right. Yes. Shout out for Lord, I can't even thank you properly. Chick, for becoming a member. Yes, God. Thank you for paying your tithes. I appreciate you for paying your tithes. If you would like a quarterly invoice of your tithes, let me know. I don't mind doing that. I don't mind you showing where your money going. You know. Thank you, y'all. Thank you. Is anybody else coming in? All right. I guess I could go on ahead and start the review. First and foremost, listen, okay? I want to make this very clear. I don't want nobody to think for 1 minute that I'm no longer on OG's side, because that's not what this is. Hey, CC Freak, that's not what this is. I'm still on OG's side. But just because I'm on your side don't mean I'm not going to call you out on your fuck shit. I'm not going to do that, all right? I can like you and still call you out. Just because I like you, I'm going to call you out. And OG, I'm sorry. You did a very good job of laying down the pipe work, the brick work, the rock work, the gravel work, the tile work, the groundwork, the dirt work for people to constantly bring up your badass attitude, because that's really all I saw last night was your badass attitude. Now, don't get me wrong. Have your attitude to the hoes that deserve it. But don't everybody there deserves your ass to kiss. They don't. That's the only thing that I had an issue with was her damn attitude. That don't mean I'm not on her side when it comes to Evelyn and Shawnee or none of that. This just means I can still like you, but I'm still gonna call you the fuck out. I don't know what y'all don't get about that. I tell y'all that all the time. Just because I like you don't mean I'm not going to call you out. The same way I could run down on a hoe that I don't like, I could still get you together if you do some nonsense, even if I like you or not. I'm not understanding what y'all don't get about that. I've been doing this since y'all started following me. Ain't nothing about me changed. I've always done that. And y'all can blame editing all y'all want. Can OG share a small mustard seed? A small mustard seed of blame in all of this. Because to be honest, OG's first season, I hated her. And every insult that they gave her, I felt like she deserved because she came on with a badass attitude. I did. I wasn't reviewing the show like that when she first came up there. But I watched the show and I couldn't stand her. I couldn't stand her. I didn't like her attitude, so I felt like everything that she was getting, from her lopsided titties to her tight ass wigs to them god awful fashions, I felt like she deserved it. Now, last season, I started seeing another side to her, and then I said, you know what? She's really not that bad. She just has a real strong personality. She has a real strong personality. Once you get past her strong personality, she's not that bad of a person. So I started to come around to her a little bit. And then once I started seeing them treating her like complete trash, then that brought me more on her side. I was on her side with all of that. But let's not sit here and act like she didn't lay the groundwork, because they did. They did. I didn't like her attitude last night. And we could blame production all we want, but bitch, I honestly, as a real person, I feel like if I came on scene with an attitude and they caught me with an attitude, now I may not have had an attitude on the scene that they showed that in, but that doesn't negate the fact that I still came with an attitude, because the camera can only use what you give it. That's all I'm saying. But I'm still on OG's side. I'm still here with OG. That's still my homegirl. There's no shade. You know. It's always about her attitude, but nobody else's. That's the issue. Okay, but I'm not talking about everybody, because I'm speaking for me. I've called out everybody else's problems. Can we now call out OGs? That's all I'm saying. We know they're colorists. We know that we know they featureisms. All right. We know they bullies, and we know they do girls. Now, can we call OG out for something? She got a bad damn attitude. That's all I'm saying. We done already called everybody else out on their works. Can we please just say OG has a bad damn attitude, and we can just agree to that, because she does. That's not saying I'm not on her side or none of that. That's just saying you do have a badass attitude. It is off-putting, and just maybe LaQuisha's and Kristen's issue really has nothing to do with your looks or them being colored, because I don't believe they're colorists. I just believe they think you got a badass attitude and they just say rock with you like that. Now, when it comes to Evelyn and Shawnee, I'm with you on it, because, and this is my point, just like how they constantly send the two dude girls, the two brown skin girls over to talk to OG for what? For what? I'm not understanding why all of these other conversations need to be had with OG. I don't. I feel like the only conversation that does need to be had is between Shawnee and OG. Why Shawnee and Evelyn wants to keep sending the two brown skin girls, and why the two brown skin girls are willing to be do girls and patsies and flunkies for them bitches, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. All right. Now, if we could call everybody else for being colorists and all that stuff, can we just please admit that the girl got a badass attitude? God damn. Everybody wants to be on a bandwagon. I'm not getting on no bandwagon. I can still have your side but call you out at the same time. I'm not being no bandwagon. Now, I'm on OG's side, but I'm not a bandwagon. Her attitude was for the pits. Them girls didn't deserve all that attitude. Now, don't get me wrong. We'll get to that in a minute. Lord have mercy, I'm on the bender. She wasn't the only one this episode with a bad attitude. Absolutely. We're going to get to that in a minute, Jen. I mean, Lord. We're going to get to that in a minute. Scotty, get out your feelings, girl. I wanted to argue with you last night, and you ain't want to argue. You wanted to roll your eyes. Now you want to get on my live and argue with me. Nope. It ain't going to happen. And I love you down, sis. I'm going to hit you up later. Thank you for the Cash App, boo. And you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You've been rocking with me for a minute, so I don't mind, making you a moderator. Jesus. Look, now Scotty and her face. Lord, Scotty, listen, I'm not calling you a bandwagoner. All I'm saying is, not you, because I understand what you're saying. I'm not even addressing you. I'm addressing the other people that's been getting under my comments. It won't do you, girl. Calm down, girl. Look, it's my birthday, damn it. Period. So I can have the attitude I want. Anyway. So LaQuisha and Jack Attack finally decide to talk. Girl, I guess. Nia tells Shani about the conversation they had with OG and the experiences with colorism. Now, myself personally, would I have an attitude of somebody going to somebody else speaking for me when you clearly know we don't get along? Yes. Now, would I cuss you out or something like that? No. Because at the end of the day, I do feel like their intentions were kind of good. I mean, they've been through the same thing OG been through. So maybe that's why, they felt at liberty to try to kind of speak up for her, because they understood those feelings. And I guess they probably felt like if it came from somebody outside, maybe they'll open up a little bit. But at the end of the day, y'all don't know them like that. And OG is not your friend like that for you to just be, or neither are they, for you to just be running off and taking conversations and informations that y'all done had in that house and taking them to Team Left House. I probably would have had an attitude too. I'm just gonna be real. I probably would have had an attitude too. So Jennifer tells OG about the documentary about her car being stolen, and OG is doing what everybody else was doing in that scene. Daddy long leg, get your shit together, bitch. Don't nobody give a flying hell about some dirty ass trade scamming you up out of your coochie and your car. Get over it. It happened. Your car's gone. You really gonna sit here and tell me you about to sit up and make a whole damn documentary because you was too stupid to realize you was dealing with a scammer? Girl, quiet as it's kept, they said that the piece of trade you was talking to really was trade. That's the sad part about it. Everybody kept running around here saying that their boy was gay in the first damn place. That's where the dirty piece of trade came from. So it didn't shock me when he scammed you up out of your car. But you don't need to... Daddy long leg, get your shit together, girl. Like, for real. Listen, you already playing a... Well, listen, you being dumb on VH1, you may as well be dumb on your own damn documentary. It's going to be some dumbasses that's going to want to watch it. So, hey, one dumb hoe deserves another. Moving on. But I was with OG. OG could care less about you or anything that you was talking about. Her goddamn basketball purse that she was bedazzling was way more entertaining than this overdone, ran back-to-back story about your car being stolen. I'm about to do a documentary about a dirty piece of trade stealing my car. Girl, we don't need to see that. Anyway, so Evelyn feels like Jack Attack's house is full of negative energy. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If I was in Jack Attack house, I would have to leave out that bitch crab walking backwards. I think I would have to do that because it is kind of awkward around there versus the ops house. Now, I ain't saying I'm jumping ship. I ain't doing no mutiny. I ain't saying none of that. But, you know, we're going to move on. Because somebody going to take an issue with what I just said. So we're going to move on. Thank you, Boo, for the cash app. Yes, thank you. Thank you for the birthday wishes, baby. And thank you for the cash app. I appreciate it. Scotty, if you still up here, I'll send you the link. We can argue after I do this. You can't. That's my birthday gift. You can argue with me. Because you still ain't sent me my TLC shirt yet, you heifer. Anyway, Nia admits to once dating Phoebe's ex. Listen, y'all, I don't give a damn about Phoebe, about Lance, about their relationship that never was. In my opinion, I honestly felt like she was just the hoe that got pregnant. I honestly felt like he never took her seriously the same way he never took none of them hoes seriously. She was just the main one, and she happened to get pregnant. That's honestly what I think he thinks of her. So I don't give a damn about her feelings about a nigga that she ain't with, that Nia ain't with. None of y'all with him no more. You moved on. She moved on. Why the hell is there an issue? Especially if you saying she want the only girl to hit you up. So I really hope you carry this same energy for the rest of them hoes that hit him up. Dumb bitch. Y'all bitches get on my nerves with that shit. Kristen feels like they should try to go talk to OG again after they learn what the sister shared. I'm not understanding why. I'm not understanding why. Y'all aren't the real issue. Shawnee and Evelyn are. That's the conversation that needs to be had. Now, the conversation with Evelyn ain't going to happen because they done made it a whole court thing. The only conversation that I'm interested in seeing is the one between her and the EP. That's the conversation I'm interested in hearing. You two bitches going off running up, you know, being scapegoats for Vershandia ain't going to cut it for me. I don't give a damn about that. The conversation I want to hear is between the EP and OG. That's where the problem is. I'm not, whatever. The only reason that Jackie's house had a bad energy because you had 3 women that don't want to be there and people from the other house being the drama over to Jackie's house. That's fine, Yocrates. I'm going to let you have that. Thank you, boo. Oh, I'm sorry. Happy belated birthday, dog. Dog, I did forget. Charge it to my head, not my heart. You see what I'm busy doing. You see what I be up here busy doing. I apologize, boo. Happy birthday to you. Thank you, baby, for your cash app. Mwah. I appreciate you. Yes, it's Pisces season. And what we say goes. All right? What we say goes. And that's just where that's at. Now, damn it. When it's your birthday, you can do what you want. So OG gets annoyed at the sisters for talking to Shawnee about their conversation. And again, I can understand her attitude there. I probably would have had an attitude, but, you know, I probably wouldn't have held on to it. Or I might not have had an attitude at all. Now, I'd probably side at him. You know what I'm saying? I probably wouldn't open up like that. But, you know, I mean, I don't know. I understood the feelings there. I did. So then Nia gets annoyed at her confessionals about OG's attitude. And again, you know, some people can argue they caused her to get the attitude that they got. Some people can argue that, and that would be a good argument. It would be. I mean, it would be. It would be a good argument. I mean, y'all did go around there telling these other women about conversations that y'all had down to the other house. I mean, that's a good argument. It is. It is. But that still don't change the fact that OG came on this thing with a bad damn attitude. It don't. And OG did try to reprimand them like they little kids. Like I was on their side with that, because that's one thing I hate. If I did something to offend you, you could talk to me adult, woman to woman, mano to mano. But don't come talking to me as if I came out of your nuts or I came out your cooch. That's the part where OG gets it fucked up at. You can't go around just saying whatever you want to say to people however you want to say it. You can't just do that. You can't. You can't. You just can't. Not everybody is. You can't. Like I was with the sisters on. I hate that. Don't come at me like that, especially if I've done nothing to warrant that type of attitude from you. And do I feel like that warrant that type of attitude? No. No. Now, Mo, everybody go get in the comments and dissect that, and that's fine. But these is my feelings because this is my channel. If you don't like it, you can hit the highway, knuckle. Moving on. The energy between OG and Jennifer. See, I really want to say that Jennifer, listen, at the end of the day, Jennifer did exactly what we all knew she was going to do. She was going to start smelling Evelyn's coochie again, and then she was going to revert back to being right back to her old Jennifer damn ways. So I'm not even about to speak on that because at the end of the day, Jennifer, no. You tell my business op, you can't tell me how to react. But Scotty did like, and this is my whole question. Then what does OG want? If she doesn't want the apology because it isn't going to be genuine, and if she doesn't want them to take accountability because they're only going to take accountability because they're getting backlash, and if she doesn't want to open up to them about what her past traumas was as to why she feels the way she feels about it, so that people can start to understand her better, and so that maybe there can be some type of resolution to it, then what does OG really want? Like everybody is coming with these roundabout answers, the same back-to-back repeated damn answers, but nobody is giving me the real answer as to what it is that OG is looking for. Like, that's all I'm saying. So, like, even when she opened up about that, I didn't know that. And I do believe that once they heard that, as far as Malaysia goes, she doesn't trust them. Then why have the attitude? If you don't trust them and all of that shit, don't ruin everybody else's shit because you have the damn attitude. Just drop the attitude. If you don't trust them, drop the attitude. Ain't no need to have one. And you can just stay away from. Pull what Jennifer doing. You see how Jennifer came with her mask? Pull what Jennifer doing. Like, I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out, like, if because OG saying she wants to get over it. But listen, Scotty, I hear you, but still, at the end of the day, OG got to give a little. She does. OG has got to give a little. I hear what you're saying, but OG has to give a little. She does. She has to step out of herself a little bit to at least hear what everybody else is trying to say to her. She has to give a little. She does. She has to give a little, Scotty. And we can argue that till the cows come home. She has to give a little. Like, if you want people to have the understanding that you can't be so guarded, eventually you're going to have to give a little bit. And everybody keeps saying it's been a year. It's been a year. It's been a year. I could say the same for OG. It's been a year. So if you want us to understand it, you do have to give a little bit. You do. I've been there. I've been in situations where people have done me wrong and I just refused to see their side because I was done wrong. And I kept shit going. It was only until I gave a little bit and I said, fine, I hear what the hell they got to say. Whatever. That I was able to either, I mean, I hear you. I appreciate it. I still don't rock with you, but I appreciate you for talking. I appreciate you for letting me get it out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. No, Scotty, I do get it. I get it, Scotty. And I hear what you're saying, but you're not hearing what I'm saying. OG is going to have to give a little bit. She is. She's going to have to give just a little bit. If she wants people to understand her plight, eventually she's going to have to like share some things. She is. I don't care what y'all say. In my opinion, the bitch ain't gave enough because they're still not, like LaQuisha said, I want to take accountability, but you have to let me know exactly what I've done to you. Now, it would have been different if OG would have said, well, because last year they were sitting around kikiing, cackling, doing this, doing that. And, instead of you being objected to the situation, you fell right in line with them. You didn't give me a chance in hell. Like, what's so hard? What? It doesn't make OG a punk. It doesn't discredit what it is that she's trying to do. It's just her being the adult that she says that she is. And if she really wants to have a conversation, she's giving a little bit. Like, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And we all talking about she already gave it. She already gave it. Then why is she still mad about it? I mean, listen, honestly, I really wish OG just would have pulled the Tammy and just not a came. And I really wish she would have pulled the Tammy and not came. And then I wish she would have pulled a Letitia and just pulled a lot of events. All right. Hold a lot of events. You good at doing your little exercising and stuff. You could add an event for that. You could have shown us doing your little workout for that, building your house. Like, that's what Tammy did. Tammy gave other shit. That's what I would have did. That's what I would have did. I'm not saying OG is wrong in her feelings. I'm not saying OG is wrong in how she feels. All I'm saying is she does carry a badass attitude. She had one when she first came up on here. So it's not like, that came out of nowhere. And she has to give a little bit. That's all I'm saying. And if y'all don't like that, I'm sorry. That's how I feel. So the sisters say that OG was getting on their nerves, and Jennifer telling Jack Attack that she's sick of being in the house with OG. Y'all, I don't know, because every time I open my mouth to say something, I'm gonna get condemned to the cross for it. So listen, OG's supposed to have the attitude that she has, and that's just where that's at. And we gonna move on. So Shani and Evelyn called the look, again, anything dealing with Phoebe, Lance, Nia, their non-existent relationship, I ain't dealing with it. Jen comes down with a mask. Jen coming down with that damn mask on. I was weak. What y'all up in here talking about? Everybody is agreeing with Scotty. What Scotty said now, girl? Excuse me. My bad, y'all. It's that water. She said everything to them before and they dismissed her, and now they have public scrutiny, and now they want to understand. It's fake as fuck. Again, what is she looking for? If it's not an understanding, what is she looking for? If it's accountability, okay. That I get. I'm all about the accountability thing. But what are they being accountable for? I hope it's not for being colorist, because when it comes to that, I can't give that to OG when it comes to Kristen in Malaysia. I'm not giving that to OG. I really hope it has nothing to do, because since we going down that road, fine. I really hope she wants them to be held accountable for, the other ways that they treated her, and not her trying to throw colorism off on them either. I really hope that's not what it is. Now, if it's something different, all right, I'm going to let her have it. But I really hope it ain't for the colorism thing. Right, Scotty, but at the same time, she's the one who told her mom she's willing to have a conversation. So which one is it? You're telling your family you're willing to have the conversation, but then when they're coming to you, you don't want to have the conversation. Like, which one is it? Which one is it? Which one is it? If she told her mom on the show verbatim, I'm willing to have the conversation. If they're willing to come to me with it, because I'm not going to them. If they're willing to come to me to have the conversation, I'm willing to have it. So then why isn't she willing to have the conversation? She said that on TV. I'm not making that up. She said that. Oh Lord have mercy. I'm moving on. So LaQuisha and Kristen get ready to talk to OG. Moving on. The sisters talking about how OG making them feel and about her constantly bringing up Phoebe and Lance. I will say this though. I will say this. They did say something that kind of intrigued me, because in the next episode, OG was like, look, don't make this seem like this is the first time we've ever had a conversation, about the situation between you and Lance. That was very interesting to me. He has made up his mind to be the bad guy. He's purposely going with the narrative to be difficult, like him with Kaylon. No, I'm just using my own mind. I'm using my own mind, and these are my own opinions. I'm not going to agree just simply because I'm supposed to agree. No, I don't agree with a lot of it. I'm sorry. It has nothing to do with me being the bad guy. I don't want to be the bad guy, but I do want to share my own opinion. And in my own opinion, when it comes to colorism and shit like that, I'm not giving her that when it comes between Kristen and Malaysia. I'm not giving her that. I'm sorry. And she does have a bad attitude. I'm sorry. And she was the one who said that she was willing to have a conversation. I'm sorry. I mean, she said it. I don't know what more y'all want from me. I don't know what more, because it's almost like I'm down with being challenged on it, but don't try to browbeat me into the shit, because I'm no. That's all I'm saying. I'm allowing everybody to have their opinions. Allow me to have mine. So anyway, LaQuisha and Kristen come talk to OG. And then OG says, unless they're coming with an apology or some accountability, there's nothing to say. I done already gave that diatribe. So LaQuisha starts the conversation with OG, and OG gets emotional. OG feels like the conversation is only being had because of the backlash that all of them received. That was basically the end of the episode. Now, playing devil's advocate, OG did have a point. I do feel like, they're rushing to do this on the show so that they can save the show. Now, I can get with her with that. Yeah, listen, y'all, do not give Scotty a hard time. Do not give Uriel a hard time. We're debating, okay? This is how we debate with each other. They're not mad at me. I'm not mad at them. We just don't share the same opinion. That's all. It's just a debate, okay? I ain't mad at Scotty. I'm not mad at Uriel. Hopefully, they're not mad at me. Please don't start that stuff in the comments. None of us are mad at each other. None of us are mad at each other. I wish y'all would stop doing that. And no, Scotty is not sheep. Scotty sees the same way I see it, the way I see it. He see it the way he see it. Uriel see it the way he sees it. Y'all see it the way y'all see it. Jeesh. Lord. Y'all always think somebody argued. Me and Scotty don't argue. We debate, but we don't argue. And that was the end of the damn episode. Like I said, I'm still on OG's side. I am. But I'm sorry. She had a nasty attitude. She did. And I just called it out. But that don't mean I'm not on her side, because I am. Scotty, you could never. You know what? I done had enough of his shit. I done had enough of his shit. Oh. Now bring your ass up here. Talk about something you gonna light me up. You can't light me up on my channel. Bring your ass up here. Y'all can be Team Scotty. I don't give a shit. I said what I said. Whew. Lord, this girl got to put her makeup on. She got to put on a hat. She got to put on shoes. First, she got to sew them hoes. She got to make the makeup palettes. She got to make the hat. She got to build the computer. She got to build the Wi-Fi. Like, what is she doing? Don't do Scotty like that. You know she do abs. She got to get all dolled up. And she got to build the computer. She got to build the Wi-Fi. She got to build the Wi-Fi tower. She got to do all of that before she get up here Aga. Brushing your teeth. Girl, ain't nobody smelling your stank breath. Ain't nobody smelling your halitosis. Okay? Come on up here and say what you got to say for I Ted. Child, keep them choppers clean. That's what she better do. Lord have mercy, Jesus. See, Scotty, one of them people, you got to lie about the time we supposed to be somewhere, because if you don't, we'll never get there on time. You know, my mama was the same way. That's them fashionistas for you. May she rest in peace. Don't come up on my shit with your shit now. Don't come up here with your
Now,
shit.
what were you saying?
What
What was
was
you
you
saying
saying?
now?
What was you saying?
Nah, what was you saying?
What was you saying?
Nah, cause you talking all this shit up here. You trying to talk all this shit for the people and stuff. You trying to, raise your voice and put a little bit of bass in it and shit. I just want to know who the hell you think you getting all that bass with. That's all I'm trying to figure out.
Anyway,
Got your subscribers calling me sheep and stuff, and well, not me, but
don't put that on me. Do not put that on me. I'm gonna tell you the same thing El Teddy told me when they
oh
came up in my chat with that whole Monique thing. I ain't telling them to do that.
man. But here's the thing. Um, here's the thing for me, because we don't agree on this, and at the end of the day, we're probably not going to agree on this. But the only reason why we don't is because I do understand OG and her attitude. And again, it could be an Aquarius thing. I don't know. But I do agree with her in a certain extent. Now, I'm not saying that she doesn't have an attitude. Now, I'm not
Mm,
saying that. I'm not saying that not one bit. I'm not disagreeing with the fact that she has an attitude. But my issue is everybody, when it comes down to her,
mm,
that's all we talk about is
mm,
her attitude, is OG's attitude. That's why they don't like her, because it's her attitude, when her attitude is no more worse than anybody else on this show. Last
mm,
night, all I seen on Twitter was OG got a fucked up attitude, OG got a fucked up attitude, OG got a fucked up attitude, which was true. She did have a fucked up attitude on the episode, but then in the same breath, Jen's attitude was just as fucked up and irritating as hers, but was no one speaking about that. And she really ain't got no reason to have no fucked up attitude like that. I think the issue for OG is that everything already happened over a year ago, and now
mm,
y'all want to wait till the cameras are here to try to say y'all want to understand. But when I tried to tell y'all this shit over a year ago, then y'all didn't want to hear what I had to say. It's like y'all dismiss me. But now that
mm,
y'all got the public backlash and the public disdain and all of this other stuff, now y'all want to sit up here and say, now y'all want to sit up here and apologize and say y'all want to understand. But when I was trying to make y'all understand where I was coming from the last time we was together, y'all didn't want to hear that. But now that everybody been on y'all ass on social media, you know what I'm saying? Now y'all want to sit up here and act like y'all want to apologize and y'all want to get shit right. And on top of that, it does come across as a gaslighting situation, especially with Kristen. It comes across as a gaslighting situation. It comes across as okay, we only doing this so we can look good for the camera. It's just fake to me. And that's why I don't really give a shit what OG gives them, because to be honest, she's only given what they gave her. And people can honestly say, well, why is she back? The woman has already told y'all time and time again. She's only back due to her contract. That's the only reason why she's back. And it could be a little bit of, I don't really want to film with these girls. These girls are being fake. They really not trying, they're acting fake concerned. And on top of that, I'm only here for a check. I really don't want to be around here. So the attitude could just be a combination of everything. So again, I'm not saying that she doesn't have an attitude, because she does. As Aquarius people, we are considered to be mean as fuck. So she does have an attitude. But what I think, I just feel like there's a double standard when it comes down to her attitude versus everybody else's. Because I just feel like everybody else, it's okay for everybody else to have an attitude, or it's okay for everybody else to hold other people accountable for how they felt or how hurt they was, but she can't do the same. The same thing with Evelyn. She held Jennifer to the cross for so many seasons about what she said about her daughter, what she said about her daughter, and all this other stuff. That was okay. But the fact that these girls ganged up on OG, treated her like crap, threw her to the wolves, put her in a holding cell at the reunion, but yet there's nothing wrong with, there's an issue with her having some kind of resentment towards them or any of that. And everybody keeps saying it's her attitude, but the same bitches that y'all like, y'all like them for their bad attitudes. Like Tammy had a bad attitude. People still liked her regardless of her badass attitude. We all know that Evelyn got a bad fucking attitude, but everybody still likes her too. And we know Shawty got a badass attitude. So to me, it's just at the same point in time, it's kind of like it may not be so much of an attitude, but she might be a little bit too direct with people. And I know that I have that same issue. Like I can be direct, but sometimes I can be a little bit too direct, and people can take that as a negative thing. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I say what's on my mind, and then it comes across like this is a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it's not. I never felt as though you weren't on OG's side at all. I don't have an issue with your opinion. This is just me challenging your opinion because number one, I like to argue with you, and number two, um, it's just we just don't see eye to eye on certain things. So this is just the one thing we just don't see eye to eye on. It's just like for me, I mean, I'm only looking at it from the way I would handle it, and I just feel like she has a reason to be defensive because from the start they have always tried to shade her or read her, or drag her, or make her feel inferior to the rest of them. And again, it could be something that's a childhood issue. Like sometimes childhood trauma does play a part in the way you react to things as adults. Because sitting down here watching Basketball Wives is a triggering thing for me because as I said before, I was bullied in school, and when I got older, those same people that bullied me will be trying to talk to me and stuff like that, and I have this cold ass attitude with them because they act as if they never knew what they did to me. So looking at this just reminds me of the things that has happened to me. People have done things to me and
Mm-hmm.
made me feel inferior to them.
Mm-hmm.
And when we got older and when I would see them again, they expected me to, act like it's lollipops and roses when it was never lollipops and roses. Like y'all made my life a living hell. So now that y'all see me years later after all the hell you done put me through, now you expect me to be forgiving and you expect me um to welcome you with open arms, but forget what you did to me when I never got an apology for it. And even if you apologize to me now, it doesn't matter. It's been years.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really need the apology. Like you can apologize all day. I'm not gonna not accept your apology. But at the same time, that doesn't mean that I need to fuck with you like that, or you will never just understand. Like some people really aren't aware of the things that they put other people through. And I just honestly feel like Kristen and Malaysia are two people that don't understand what they put this woman through. Like they did. Like they were all that like the issue was, it's just like it's always I think I'm always on the side of the underdog a lot of the time because I just feel like it's always a double standard. Like they were mad at OG because she was defending Cece,
Mm-hmm.
or they were mad at OG because she told Kristen that she would break her neck. But
Mm-hmm.
nobody had an issue with Evelyn running up behind Cece with a bamboo stick. Or
Mm-hmm.
nobody had an issue with Evelyn hopping across tables throwing drinks on people. Nobody
Mm-hmm.
had a problem with Evelyn. You gonna talk about my toilet? I'll fuck you if you talk about my toilet. All this other bullshit she was doing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like it's that double standard thing. And I think that when you was talking about her attitude, it probably just triggered that in me because it's kind of like for me, my attitude is always on the forefront, but nobody ever sees what the fuck a person does to me that make me have the attitude that I have. So the first thing they see is my reaction to them, but nobody
Mm-hmm.
ever sees what the person does to me to get that reaction from me. So when I was sitting there listening to you, I was like, it wasn't that I was saying you was wrong because you're entitled to your opinion. So it wasn't that you were wrong for anything, but it's
Right.
kind of like with that, it was kind of like that was a trigger. Well, since he's gonna answer the door, I can still talk to you guys. That was like a trigger for me because whenever I'm upset about something or when somebody rubs me the wrong way, no one really sees exactly what the fuck they did, but they can only see my reaction, and sometimes my reaction may be a little bit too much for said person. But that ain't got nothing to do with me. You shouldn't piss me off. So it is
Right.
what it is. Now, when it comes down to the comment in the comment section about is it colorism or favoritism? Like I've said on many occasions, I'm ignorant to the colorism thing. I don't quite understand colorism, but at the same time, I'm not gonna tell nobody what they did or did not experience. I think that's unfair to tell somebody what they did or did not experience. It's kind of like when K Michelle was telling people that she got physically abused by Myth Hicks, and Rashida looked her dead in her face and told her that never happened to her. I've been bullied and I have told my story before many times, and people would tell me that it never happened.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So when someone tells her, well, that's not what it is, that's not what it is, I'm not gonna tell her that's not what it is. Especially the fact that Evelyn did post a damn emoji of a fucking chimp to describe while she was going at OG. When you see other YouTubers calling her a monkey, calling her a gorilla, and all this other stuff, or when people just simply say, it could be because she ugly. That's why they don't fuck with her because she ugly. It doesn't mean that that's the way you're supposed to be treated. So while you have a point that her attitude is bad, you got to see exactly where that defensive attitude is coming from. It's coming from the way that they all blacklisted her in a sense. Like they all have blacklisted her and they all have exiled her and put her on an island by herself. So of course she's gonna be a little bit defensive, or she's going to be a little bit cautious, or her wall is going to be completely up. Because there have been people that have wanted to talk to me from my past that have bullied me, and I did say I just relate to OG because we are so much alike. I have said that I'm willing to have the conversation. Now, when the conversation comes, my wall is completely up. I really don't have much to say, but it's kind of like I listened to everything that you said, and it's cool. But I don't really fuck with you like that. You know, yeah, you apologize. You came to the light years later. Okay, that's cool, but I still don't really fuck with you like that because I never forget what you did. So I think that this is a situation where she would never forget what they did to her in this situation. So I just feel like I can admit that when you was talking about her attitude, that kind of triggered me in a sense because it's like, okay, this all people sees the attitude, but nobody sees the actions that caused this at the same point in time. And on top of that, it could be an annoyance factor because the main person that needs to talk to OG ain't talking to OG, and that's Shawnee. That's who
That's
needs to
my
talk to
point.
her,
That's my
but
point.
she ain't talking to her. Everybody, she's sending her minions out to talk to her. And then another thing is, I don't like it when people, because that's my issue with Jackie. I don't like it when people try to tell somebody when how long they're supposed to be upset, when they're supposed to get over something. Some things you can get over, some things you can get over just like this. But there's some things that's going to take time. And what we have to understand is that OG hasn't seen these women in quite some time. So it's not going to be so easy. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like with the Brandy and Monica thing. Like, I remember when that had happened and everybody was giving Monica all of this grief when they first was in the same room with each other. It's like they was trying to make it sound like Monica was being the bitch, but it's not that she was being the bitch. It could have been a bit of I'm uncomfortable because I ain't been around this girl in over 8 years. So this is our first time being in the same room. So I gotta warm up to it. We may have to give OG some time to kind of warm up to the situation. She ain't been around these girls in over a year. She really don't know what to expect from some of these women. So I just feel like, when you going through stuff like that and when somebody has purposely disregarded your feelings when you've already expressed how you feel already, and now they want to come. Like, I know I would feel the same way. I told you guys on a public platform how y'all made me feel, why I feel the way that I do, and y'all just dismiss me. I'm guessing y'all wasn't expecting to get the backlash that you got. So when you got that backlash and people didn't want to fuck with y'all no more, and they say they was never gonna watch the show again, now y'all want to get on camera and say, I just want to understand. I just want to understand what I've done. She already told you. Like, I don't like to repeat myself. So it's like, I've already told you already. So what is it? And we can say that they don't like OG because she's unlikable. Half the cast is unlikable if you ask me. OG ain't the only one that's unlikable. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't get that part. Like, we all want to sit up here and say OG's attitude is bad, OG is unlikable. Most of these girls on this cast is unlikable. Let's just
I get that.
be 100. Most
I
of
get
them
that.
are.
I get that. And I agree with your take. You're not wrong in anything that you're saying. My only issue with everything is I'm on OG's side and I get what OG is saying, but there still are some things that OG is doing, in my opinion, that are called outable offenses. It is. Like, if you know you're really not willing to have the conversation, don't say that shit on TV. Because now everybody's whole thing is going to be, well, production done made her look like she had an attitude. Okay, well, production ain't make her say that she's willing to have the attitude. So now when they're coming to you with the attitude and your guard is up and your wall is up, I get all of that. But then don't say you're willing to have a conversation. That's my whole
But
thing.
then, but
And
then
then,
looking at that comment that I just said, I'm just a fan to do it for the cameras, play that game. Everybody ain't willing to play that game though. Like, everybody
right,
ain't willing to be fake.
right,
Like, I'm sorry, but I'm not willing to
right,
be fake at
right.
all. Like, if that's how I
Thank you.
feel, that's how I feel. Like,
Right.
I'm not gonna play up anything for no camera. Like, for what? So I can look just as fake as
That's my
you?
thing. That's my thing. And then it's like, okay, so if you're not willing to have a conversation, but you say you want an apology, I kind of felt like you can't get an apology until the conversation is had. So I agree with you. When it comes to Kristen in Malaysia, fuck them. The real conversation and apology, first of all, that needs to be given is from Shawnee to OG. Because no matter how friends, as much as friends or favoritism that she shows, if you're the executive producer on the show and you have this woman saying, I'm being treated or discriminated against, it shouldn't matter that Evelyn is your friend. At that point, it should be, okay, wait, all right. Because at this point, it's gotten too far. And it has. Now, lawyers done got into it. And defamation done got into it. And now it's a whole house divided. So I'm not saying I'm not here for OG and I don't agree with her stance or anything. And then she's adding people. It's like, for me, like even in the next episode, when, you know what I'm saying, when she said, now I feel like it's colorism in the whole group, Jackie included. I'm sorry. I can't give her that. I can't give her that. Like, to me, that's just like, and it's funny because James Caldwell made a very good point where he says, just like, if I'm the only gay guy in a group of about 10 people and one person calls me the F-bomb, and then I jump up and I blame that on everybody. Everybody's homophobic. I wouldn't be fair to do that because that one person don't see it for me, or those two people just don't like the fact that I'm gay, but that's no reflection on nobody else. But then I just jump up and I say, oh, well, everybody's homophobic. Fuck y'all. I'm out of here. Like, no, I'm not with that. When it came down to Evelyn and Shawnee, I saw that. And that bled all over the TV. It still is. Like, look at how they keep sending the two girls over there to do their bidding. It's still going on. So I saw that with her, and I'm giving her that. But when it comes to the rest of them, I can't give OG that. I just can't give her that.
I think it's a lot of colorism and favoritism across the board. I think that with some things it may not be colorism, it may be some things that are more so I'm following the leader. Because
Right.
to be honest, with Kristen, I feel like Kristen and OG's situation started with Kristen and Kristen only. She
Yeah.
started the whole situation.
Yeah.
There was no reason for her to have no beef with OG. She started it.
I agree.
She started it from the very beginning, which is why I don't understand why people seem to think that OG started that whole beef with Kristen. She did not just attack Kristen out of nowhere. Kristen started that shit, and she couldn't, and she thought that she could read, and she could not. That's
Mm-hmm.
what happened.
Yeah, that's why I
So,
said that. Don't get me wrong, Jackie is colorist. I mean, look how she did her daughter. She is. Jackie got colorism weight. She does. She does. She do. Now, if she was talking about that with Takari, I'm on her side. But in my opinion, I felt like out of all of them, Jackie, Cece, they were the only real ones that was still behind her, even when they was giving Jackie all kind of grief for still being friends with her. And Jackie was still being cool with her. So that's the reason why I said for me, I can't give that, even though Jackie does have colorism ways, she does.
but
But when it comes
Jackie,
to OG, I can't
my,
give her that.
my issue with Jackie is that Jackie is fake. I feel like Jackie is fake. Like
So
Jackie
you think
rides
she
the
playing
fake.
both sides?
She always does that to me. I feel like because I feel like Jackie is always trying to be down all the time with the
Mm,
same people that wasn't necessarily down with her. Like I feel like you make this big ass to do about Evelyn talking about your kid or doing this with your kid. And when you said something about her kid, she couldn't handle that shit. And it took her forever to forgive you for it. But
mm-hmm.
then Shawnee, your good friend Shawnee, was sitting right there, um, was sitting right there with Evelyn talking shit about you. And you know she was talking shit about you because it was on camera. And there you are, friends with them. And then you expect OG to do the same. Everybody
Right,
not gonna fake the funk
right,
for this show
right.
because you're doing it. That's my issue with Jackie. If people, I just feel like if people have to understand, people had to understand why you had an issue with Evelyn. We all had to
Mm-hmm.
understand it. But when it comes down to other people, you always want people to make up and do this. Some shit is not fixable. Some things are just not repairable. OG and Kristen would never be friends. They should
At
not
all.
be friends.
Right.
OG and Evelyn would never be friends. They
Mm-mm.
would not. They won't be friends.
Mm-mm.
Like OG and Shawnee will never be friends. It is
Mm-mm.
what it is. So I just feel like when you're friends on both ends, it's just best that you just stay the fuck out of it. Because
Exactly.
when you speak on certain things, you place yourself in the middle, and then you're forced to have to choose a side. I just feel like it's just for Jackie, for her best interest, she just needs to shut the hell up. Honestly, because
I honestly think
I've been friends with people that don't like each other. I don't say shit. I'm not going to make them try to talk. It's up to them to do that.
I honestly think the only reason why Jackie is doing any of this is to try to save her damn job.
I
So
mean, because
I could see how some people can consider that as being disingenuous too. I can see that. It's not that you want them to talk because you really want them to make it better. You just want them to talk so you can still collect this VH1 check on this sinking damn ship. So I can see how people can feel like what Jackie is doing is like, that's my thing. I'm not a barber poach. I don't mind talking. I don't mind conversating back and forth. I love the opinions. See how we able to have this? Everybody think we mad. Ain't nobody mad.
they want to stand so bad, child.
Ain't nobody mad. But I
I
mean, I
mean,
listen. I
I,
look, if I was OG at this point, to be real, I wouldn't even want an apology. I wouldn't want no accountability. I wouldn't want anything. I just do my time. As long as I'm in my contracts, I get the fuck out. Because it's obvious they're never going to be on one accord with this. It's never going to happen.
because people are not willing to really look at it and like really look at it the way it should be looked at. Like they don't see nothing wrong with what they did, and then I get annoyed because OG is aggressive. Okay, she is. However, Tammy was, so
And
was
so was
Evelyn,
Evelyn.
so was Malaysia. None of
Yeah.
them had to go and get separated on a reunion show. It's
Nope.
the favoritism, and people are refusing to see that because They already don't like OG, and they already don't like OG because they think that she ugly. Because I've already seen it on Facebook already. Like people, like when people are pretty to a person, they can get away with that mean girl shit. But when they
Mhm.
ugly to your ass, it's like on top of that, you got a bad attitude. Then you ugly, like blah 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 blah. Like I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit. And I guess the more mature I get and the older I get, the more I just don't like to call people ugly and shit like that. Because I know in the past
Mhm.
I've done the same shit, so I'm not gonna sit up here and act as if I've been perfect all my damn life. Because I have called people ugly in the past, but that was only in response to people calling me ugly all the fucking time. People used to
Right.
call me ugly all the fucking time. So I'm just saying that's why that's why I relate to OG from the aspect of being bullied and people shitting on your looks because I've been called ugly most of my life,
Mhm.
especially by gay men. Well,
Mhm.
gay feminine men rather. I've been called ugly for most of my time. So that's why when a person comes at me, like when people have, because I've been said to have a nasty attitude on here on YouTube. People don't really know me as a person. Like Terrence can say that Terrence can say that I don't have a nasty attitude because he knows me personally. However, in the comment section, it's been said to people that uh I have a bad attitude or I have a nasty attitude. It's not that I have a nasty attitude. I'm
Mhm.
defensive because
Right.
a person comes at me, I gotta get them back. I gotta get them back. I have to because I'm used to people coming at me. So you gotta understand, I'm used to people coming at me. So when I feel like you are coming at me, that's my response. My response is like that. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
I could be wrong in my response. It's been many a times where I may have responded to a person in the comment section and I probably really went overboard because they probably really didn't mean nothing by it. But because I'm so used to people coming at me crazy,
Right.
I'm coming at them crazy. So that's probably, and I'm not saying that that's right. I'm saying that's why I understand OG because I've been there. When I feel like I'm being targeted or if I feel like I'm being disrespected, then you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing. So, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely understand. That's why I totally understand where she comes from. Because it goes back to childhood traumas. It's some childhood traumas that probably would never really be healed. You probably never really fully heal from. Because I know I have way more confidence in myself than I did in the past, but I still have my moments where if I go to a mall or something like that and I see a bunch of people
Mhm.
sitting up in a mall somewhere and they all looking at me, sometimes I do be like,
Mhm. I get it.
because
Yeah.
that's a childhood thing. I don't like big ass crowds. I don't like to hear a bunch of people laughing when I walk past. But then
Mhm.
in my mind, I'm gonna feel like you laughing at me, and now I gotta cuss you the fuck out for no reason.
But you know what? That leads me to this point too. I feel like OG needs some therapy. I
She
do.
does.
I feel like OG really needs to because she's holding on to all of these past traumas, which is probably why this didn't make it no better, especially what she already shared back when she was in first grade. So I feel like once OG really gets the proper help that she deserves, maybe then she would be willing to you know, hear a different stance to it and accept it and let it be what it is, or be like, I mean, I appreciate the apology, but I'm not interested in friendship. But
It's,
I do
it's,
appreciate the apology, and we could just move on.
you
We
know,
ain't
it's
got to
kind
pick
of
it up after this.
it's kind of like the Candace and Monique thing. It's kind of like when at the reunion it had been a year after they fought, and when Monique apologized to her, Candace really wasn't willing to accept it right then because she felt it's been a year since this happened, and now you want to apologize. In so many words, I can see why it was annoying for some people, but at the same time, I totally understood where she came from because it's like it's been
Mhm.
a year. Now you want to apologize now after
Yeah,
all this time. now you want to apologize. Because it's like, you can give an apology, but sometimes apologies are too late to give. It's like, if you know that you're wrong, then you know that you're wrong. It's like, I know for a fact, um, I feel like I'm due an apology from certain people, and it's been years since I may have spoken to them. And even if they do give me the apology today, it's still fucked. I mean,
Yeah, but you know, the
I,
forgiveness isn't for them; it's for you. And I
but
feel
you
like
know,
that's the point where I want OG to come at. To forget them, her forgiving them ain't for their benefit. Fuck them. It's so that she could be able to release all of that baggage and she could finally move on.
but you know, that's the part where I'm not that mature yet. The whole forgiveness part, because for me, it's like it's levels to forgiveness for me. It's some things that I can forgive, then there's some things that's gonna take time for me to just forgive you for. But then there's some things that is like, I'll never see you the same. I'll never see you the same. It's kind of like the situation I told you about personally with my cousin that was in the
Mm.
wheelchair, and I said I was gonna knock his ass out the fucking wheelchair.
Oh God.
It's been almost in 2 months. It's gonna be a year since I've seen him. I still ain't seen him. Until this day, if I see him anywhere, he getting popped.
I ain't got nothing to do with that, y'all. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it.
That's gonna be the first fight I've been in like 10 years. You know what? The last fight I was in, I was actually with my cousin, and I was with Latrice from the Bill Collective when I was in that fight.
Yeah. Child.
but um, but for me, um, it's like for me when it's for me like this. When I truly care about a person and they when I'm really down for a person, I really care about a person, and they cross me, it's hard for me to get past it.
And me
Like,
too.
it's
Me too.
hard for me to get past it. Like,
Me
like
too.
especially when I know that I ain't never been nothing but a genuine person to you, and then you turn around, and then you go and do this bullshit to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard for me to look past that shit. It's hard for me to look at you the same. It's kind of like, okay, bitch, like I did this, I did X, Y, Z for you. I always had your back, and you give me your ass to kiss.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, but at the same time, I do give people chance after chance after chance after chance after chance. Sometimes I give people more than 3 chances. But it's kind of like when I give you that third chance and you do this shit and you go to the next level with it, it's like, okay, fuck you. That's where I'm at with my cousin, because at the same time, I never got the chance to speak my mind to my cousin, because when he called himself going off on me for no reason, he blocked me on everything. So I couldn't say anything. So I never had the chance to speak my mind to him or say how I felt. So if I see him anywhere, I'll speak how I felt with my fist.
I ain't got nothing to do with that. Just don't get locked up.
I'm just gonna knock his ass the fuck out. That's just what's gonna happen. Knock
Child.
him the fuck out and then walk away like nothing happened. I don't want to fight him. I just want to one hit a quitter. That's it.
Well, do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Hey,
But
you know.
again, like I said, it's called self awareness. I'm not
Mhm.
necessarily mature with the forgiveness type of thing just yet. Like I'm learning to forgive people, but it's like it's hard. It's kind of like I have grandparents that I don't fucking talk to, so it's like it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. Like, when I feel like, look, I just feel like, look, when you fuck me over, I can't fuck with you. So it's kind of like with the OG thing or with the candy thing for me. It's like I totally understand. It's levels to it. Like, if I feel like but sometimes when I say I forgive a person, I'd be wondering, did I really do it? Because sometimes if I say, okay, well, I accept your apology as a done deal, and then I sit down and I think about exactly what they did to me all over again, and I'd be mad all over again, and I'd be like, did I really forget their ass? Maybe I forgave them, but I just didn't forget what they did. You'll never forget it.
Yeah, you're never gonna forget it. You're never gonna forget it. But it's just holding on to it is when it becomes toxic. It's the whole thing. And then it spills into other things, and then it spills onto other people that perhaps never even meant it, or perhaps never even done anything to warrant all of the rah-rah, because you holding on to everything. That's why I just, all of them need it. But especially OG. Like, I really want her to get over that. I really want her to realize how beautiful that she is. I think OG is absolutely beautiful. I don't care what nobody say about her. I never thought she was ugly. I thought she was beautiful just the way she was. I did. Now, some people don't agree with it or whatever the case may be. That's fine. I thought she was beautiful. I just ain't like her tacky ass fashions. But I thought she was beautiful.
Well, I guess, I think nobody likes her fashions because I don't like them either, but that's another story. I mean, you know, but Evie said, forgiveness is when you treat the person like they're fit. Yeah, that's forgiveness.
Yeah, that is forgiveness.
But it's just, for me, it's just some people that I just can't rock with. Like, I can't even be cordial with them. Like, it's just like, if you see me, don't talk to me.
Right.
Just keep moving. Don't talk to me. Like, I don't want to have no argument with you. Like, I don't want to fight you or nothing. Just go on about your business. Like, don't talk to me. Like, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the problem is that people be wanting to be forgiven, but they don't want to take accountability for the things that they did. It's kind of like, you did something, but at the same time, you acting like you don't know what you did. That's what I can't stand. That's what makes me want to fight people. Don't sit up in here and play in my face. Like, don't play in my face.
Let me ask you this. What do you think how do you think the conversation between Vashandia and her gonna go?
It's not gonna go well because Vashandi is not gonna take accountability for nothing. Cause she still don't think that she did anything wrong. She still don't think that she was wrong in the way that she treated her. It's the same situation with Brandy. Like, you ostracize this woman and you don't think you did. And you know that you did. And the fact that you're sending other people to go talk to her when you should be a woman and speak to her on your own, you sending your flunkies to go do it. It just, that right there lets me know you gotta base your opinion off of somebody else's conversation, somebody else's experience, and you're supposed to be over 40.
Mm-hmm.
Go over there and talk to it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But you too pussy to do that. You and your friend Evelyn, I don't give a damn how many tables she jump across or how many
Thank
drinks
you.
she throws.
Me neither.
She's still
What that
pussy.
mean? If you throwing every damn thing else other than hands, you's a pussy, in my opinion. That okay fight.
Like, you pussy. Like, straight up. Like, I ain't walking around. I ain't saying that I'm Eddie. I ain't saying I'm Eddie and I'm a fighter and I'm ready to bang and I'm finna win every fight. Cause let me tell y'all about Eddie now. Eddie gonna fight. Sometimes I don't want to fight. But I'm just saying, like, you pussy. It's just what it is. Like, both of them pussy. So they're not gonna sit up there and have no conversation with her. And because OG is direct with her approach, it's gonna automatically be looked at as she ain't trying to hear us. She ain't trying to. Cause Shawnee not gonna, man. Okay, Shawnee ain't gonna never apologize to her. Cause just like somebody said in the comment section, she ain't gonna apologize because it's gonna hurt her fucking ego. Straight up.
It is. Cause she the EP. She ain't supposed to be wrong for nothing. They supposed to fall in line.
They gotta fall in line with her ass. They gotta do what the fuck she say. They got to do this. They got to do that. So I just think that that's some BS. Like, straight up. It's like, just like somebody in this comment section, these people in the comments, they really going in. My thing about it is, they understood the colorism when it came out of Jackie and her daughter, but they don't understand it with OG.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That is true.
It's the favoritism for me. It's the bullshit for me. Like, That's what I'm saying. It's the favoritism for me. Like, okay, so you don't get it. So you really don't get it. Like you sat there and you read a book, and Evelyn was the main bitch out there crying. She made the same thing she was doing this, and she was doing that because she was dark skinned. But you doing the same thing with
you're doing the same thing. Yep. That's why I said when it comes to them two, I'm on her side. And can't nobody tell me differently. People get up under my comments all the time, like, nah, I don't think that's what it is. They just don't like that. Nah, no. Like this shit been happening for the past couple of seasons now. This isn't just one season where this happened. It was several seasons where I've been noticing shit like that going on. It won't just last season. That's the whole thing everybody keep understanding. People want to start at the middle. No, I'm starting where I first saw it at. That was way back at what? Season 6, season 7? I was seeing it then.
And see, that's my thing though. It's like they've been doing stuff like this, and I think a lot of the times we really didn't catch it until as the years went by. Like we didn't really realize how much of bullying ass bitches they really were, because they were bullying ass bitches, and we just didn't see it right away. Because the shit started the first season. They been mean ass bitches. You know what I mean? Yeah. And again, I'm saying bitch. Y'all know I've been trying to stop saying that word on videos, but when it comes down to these girls, I'm gonna keep saying it because I don't respect none of them. But when it comes down to them, the first season, they have a target. It seems like they got a target every fucking season. Season 1, Gloria was the target.
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't like Gloria.
Me neither.
But they did drag her for nothing, all because they felt like, or they knew that her sister fucked Shaq. They didn't have shit to do with Gloria.
Right.
Nothing to do with her. But y'all want to sit up here and antagonize. She's standing up for herself, and y'all can't take it. Second season. Right. Susie was the target. Royce was the target. Tammy was the target. You had three targets. Tammy, Royce, and Susie. Mm-hmm. Susie was fuck, but Tammy and Royce went on. Y'all was scared of Tammy, so y'all let her ass into the group. But Royce, y'all felt that she was beneath y'all, but y'all also felt that Tammy was beneath y'all too, because she was the muscle for the group. Y'all kept her. But Royce wasn't going. She wasn't going. So y'all ostracized her. Mm-hmm. And that's what y'all did. Season 3. I go back and forth with this Mika thing, because I feel like Mika came on the show on some bullshit. Like a lot of the stuff that she did that to fit in with these other women. So I do go back and forth with the Mika thing. I know a lot of people mention Mika Claxton a lot, but I go back and forth with the Mika thing because she came on the show to antagonize Tammy.
She did. She did.
She came on there to antagonize Tammy. She came on there to antagonize Royce too. Because she came in there not liking Royce for no reason when she didn't know her. She came in there shitting on Tammy just to appease Evelyn and them. That's what she did. And so I wasn't with that. So I go back and forth with the Mika thing.
Me too.
Because I don't know if it was a situation of where she was bullied or not, because she did come into the scene antagonizing. She did come in starring shit. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. She did come in and start shit. Because Tammy did not have a problem with Mika at the beginning. She didn't have a problem with Mika at the beginning. But Mika was up Shawnee, Evelyn, and Jennifer's ass. She wanted to be their friend. I think that after Tammy found out that Mika was talking shit about her, that's when Tammy started, going to the next level. Now, I do think that she took it to another level, though. I think Tammy did. At some point, okay, I get it. You don't like her. Y'all, you gonna go back and forth. But it came across like Tammy would poke as the season went on. It's like, okay, enough is enough. You're looking like a bully. Okay, like you're doing much. Yeah,
Right.
Mika came on this shit doing the absolute most. She came in, trying to fuck with you. She came in trying to fuck with Royce just to be up under just to follow up behind Shani and Evelyn, and then only for them to flip it on Mika and turn on her ass. That's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
So I go back and forth with the Mika thing. I do go back and forth on the Mika part.
Me too.
Then season 4, you bring in Keisha and Kenya. They didn't like Kenya off the rip because of the way her hair was, the way she dressed.
Right.
All this stuff.
Right.
Keisha was just a weak person to them.
Mm-hmm.
Jennifer, her and Evelyn had fallen out. Now, I've seen in my comment section that someone said that Jennifer was treated way worse than OG, and I terribly disagree with that.
Yeah, I do.
Jennifer was a bully herself. That's why I don't
Exactly.
feel sorry for her. Jennifer was a bully her fucking self. She was a part
Right.
of the mean. She was a mean girl too. That's why I don't feel sorry for her. Like when people be trying to feel sympathy and empathy for this girl, no, I can't. No, because she was a bully. She bullied Gloria right alongside Evelyn and them. I don't know if you remember Royce's friend Ashley that had that charity function that Tammy was finna fight Jennifer at, that light skinned chick. Or something like
About
that.
that food stamps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jennifer bullied her. Jennifer bullied Royce. Like she was a part of the shit too. So I don't feel sorry for
Me
Jennifer,
neither.
period. So when they all flipped on her, I didn't feel sorry for her ass.
Me neither.
I didn't give a fuck. That's what the fuck you get. You a follower. That's what karma does. So I didn't feel sorry for her ass, period. You know what I mean? So yeah, she was a mean girl. So that's why I don't get it when people be trying to. Jennifer is being bullied. No, she's only
No,
getting
she
back.
not. Exactly.
Now Keisha, she was being bullied.
Very much so.
Tammy did way too much when it came down to Keisha.
Mm-hmm.
Keisha was a punk. Don't get me wrong. Keisha was a punk. But at the same time, I think as I get older, because I was kind of back then I was Team Tammy, but it was up until that Tahiti trip that made me look at her differently. My thing about it is with Tammy, you was mad with Keisha because she said something. She confided in somebody about you saying something that offended her, and
Mm-hmm.
you got mad about it. I get it. You did tell her at the beginning, if you have anything to say it to me. I
Mm-hmm.
totally frustration. But the way she went about it was a
It was too
tad bit
much. It was too
that
much.
was me. Because I've had guys do that to me at the lunch table. Like, and I didn't even say nothing. I've had guys do that to me. The way that she did that, or you not gonna get your book bag till you come over here. Like I had somebody do me like that in school. Like they'll snatch my book bag from me. You not gonna get your book bag till you come over here and get it. You scared as a motherfucker to go get your shit. Like when Tammy told you not gonna get your purse till you come the fuck over here. Keisha was scared of shit. She wasn't gonna go over there and get that purse.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't gonna go over there and get shit from Tammy. She was scared that Tammy was gonna beat her ass if she went up there and got her purse. And even when she brought her purse back, she told Keisha she got to ask her to get her purse back. What?
Right. Why do I gotta ask you for my shit?
Like, what? What? She did that because she knew that Keisha was a punk. That's why she did that. No
Mm-hmm.
disrespect. She did that because she knew she was a punk. They wouldn't do that with Kenya because Kenya had a past of, stabbing niggas. They didn't want to be
Sure
stabbed.
do.
You know what
Right.
I mean? But Evelyn did try to bully her ass, though. She did. You know what I mean? And she was the target. Now, with season 5, they tried to come back and revamp the show and do all this other shit. They brought in Tasha Marbury, and then they tried to make her look crazy, too. And then after that, Shawnee brought her ass to LA and fucked that show
Mm-hmm.
up. brought Tammy. And now Tammy comes in on LA, and she was saying shit about it. I think it all began when Tammy came and she she started targeting Malaysia and Brandy, thinking that she was gonna bully them, and she had a rude awakening with them. Brandy was not scared of Tammy, period.
At
And
all, or Malaysia.
oh, Malaysia. And my thing, like, and people don't, and I know people don't like Brandy for whatever reason they don't like her, but I always like Brandy, and I like Brandy because she don't back down to nobody, and she did not back down to fucking Tammy. And when she cussed Shawnee the fuck out, there were people rooting Shawnee on because she fired her at the table. But I was like, I thought that was bullshit though, because
Me
at the end
too.
of the day, like you on this show as an executive producer, but you also a cast member. And you mean to tell me that I can't say what the fuck I want to say to you because you the boss? No, bitch.
Right.
When you
Right.
get in front of that camera, when you get in front of that camera, you need to be treated like everybody the fuck else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was whack, and people was really just, egging Shawnee on, like with the whole "thank you for your services" type of thing. Like that shit wasn't even all that great because of the shit that she did to do it. Like you did that to throw your power around. The same shit you claim that you don't do. That's exactly what the fuck you did. You was treating that girl like shit because she straight up told you that you was a bitch, and you were.
Mm-hmm.
You came to LA talking about talking about them like they're childish, but like Miami wasn't even worse than LA. No, Scotty, you know, because at the end of the day you're at a function with your boss, you can't go. Yes, the fuck you can.
Yeah, the fuck you can.
Because
Listen,
you came
when
on.
Shawnee stepped in front of that camera, she became a cast member like everybody else. And if she could stir the pot in everybody else's thing, I feel like they should have the right to cuss her ass out.
I mean, that didn't stop them from cussing Mariah the fuck out on Mary J.
Right. They cussed her the slam. I won't mad at them for doing it either. And
Exactly.
I won't mad at Brandy for doing I won't mad at Brandy for doing it. Fuck her.
No, no, ma'am, because they cussed Mariah out, even exiled her off her own fucking show. So I don't know what you talking about, but Shawnee deserved every bit of that cursing the
Sure
fuck
did.
out. She did. And did y'all ever watch that show Baller Wives with Michael Vick's wife? She was the boss on that show, and they was cussing her the fuck out too.
That sure was.
Of the day, if you're gonna get in front of that camera with everybody else, you need to be treated like everybody else. You don't see Mona Scott getting in front of nobody's camera. You don't see her
Right.
doing that. No,
She
no.
tried to, and then Rocky Thunder got it together during the reunion. I remember.
Exactly. Okay. So no, Brady had every right to cuss Shawnee the fuck out because Shawnee was saying shit. I mean, Brandon was saying the shit that everybody at that table wanted to say, and they were scared to say it. So no, she had every right to put that bitch in her place. And then only for her to sit up there and try to fire her at that table, she could fire her. Number one, she couldn't
Right.
even fire her. They had to bring her ass back the very next season, and then um they brought in Duffy. Now she's the target. Now everybody want to try to bully Duffy now. Now Duffy is the target now. You know what I mean? Duffy the target. And
Mm-hmm.
then the next season, Duffy's not there. Brandy in Malaysia and Jackie is that they have a target every single season. And I saw people mention Drea. This is what I'm gonna say about Drea. Now y'all might be mad with me for saying this, but this is what I'm gonna say about Drea. Now, on Basketball Wives LA, they did treat Drea like shit at the beginning. They did. They did come for her motherhood and all of that stuff. They did. But it's like they was bullying Drea only for Drea to turn around and try to bully Megan when she came on the show.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why I want to fucking with her like that. Like, no. Terrence, go ahead and talk, child, because here they go.
We gotta talk about what? We
They said
conversating.
They saying you barely talking. I guess I'm talking too damn much.
No, you're getting your point across. You can finish saying what you're saying.
But I couldn't I couldn't fuck with Drea after that Megan thing. Like I could not because they bullied you. Like how you
Right,
trying to be a bully yourself?
right, right, right.
You
And the
know?
thing is, I like Dre. I like Drea, but I wasn't with her. I wasn't standing with her with that shit either. I wasn't.
Yeah, she
But,
started that whole shit with Megan.
but you know what? That's the same thing Tammy did that season when Bonnie Jill and them was up there and they gave that girl that fucked up ass makeover. And you remember how Tammy was all up in the middle of it? And I felt the same way about Tammy. I said, Tammy, I know damn well you ain't laughing because your first season you came up here looking. Lord, I ain't gonna say what I was gonna say because everybody go get mad. You came up here with your kitchen quick weave realness and your breath smelling like goddamn Bud Light and Virginia Slims with a fanny pack on and Rainbow Couture fashions. So you was the last one. The Dollar Tree makeup won't nothing like. I won't with Tammy for that. I won't with Tammy when she was sitting up there laughing at that girl while she was getting a makeover, as if you came up here stunting with the best of them because you won't. Now that's all I'm gonna give Tammy because I like Tammy. That's all I'm gonna give to Tammy. I mean, I'm just saying, if we go call it out, let's just call it out. She came up there looking like I'm so weak.
But like when it comes down to some of these people, because when it comes down to some of these people and their favorites, they don't want to admit it. But Drea did turned out to be a fucking bully herself towards the end. She did. I'm sorry,
Mm.
but she did. Like they was coming at Drea a lot the first few seasons. They did attack her a lot. Even on the third season, Sunday attacked her like straight up for no fucking reason. Like Sunday did come for Drea for nothing. But the next season, Drea got too big for her britches, and she thought she could come for Megan, and that's the wrong person to come for. You
Okay.
must ain't never seen Bad Girls Club.
Period. Period.
Bad Girls Club.
But I'm gonna tell you something. I did want to see her and Jackie fight because Jackie wanted all the smoke. I remember when Jackie threw that punch. Child, I remember when Jackie threw that punch at Megan and Megan dipped it. Now that is one fight that I wanted to see.
I did. I did. I did.
Jackie wanted to smoke, bitch. She ain't give a fuck about none of that.
I did, child. Like I did. And then not to mention, I know somebody brought up the Angels. Angel Love was kind of bullied.
She was.
She
She
was.
was.
Malaysia and Brandy kind of did too much with them with that. Now I did say that now. They did do a bit. Even Duffy, they did too much with the Angel Love thing. That was whack. Like they did. That was whack.
Mm-hmm.
Now Angel Brinks, I just don't like her. I
Yeah.
just don't like her. I don't. I ain't. I don't know. I don't know.
I liked her. I just didn't like her on the show.
That's what I'm
She just
saying. I
didn't
don't like
fit.
her on the show. Why are you here? Like,
Right. She didn't fit. Her or Angel Love didn't fit, in my
yeah,
opinion.
why are they here? Like, why are they here? But it just goes back to what we said. Basketball wise has been nothing but a bullying, like a mean girl bully game since
Mm-hmm.
the very beginning. And I don't like this shit. Like, I don't like this shit. That's why, like I said, like these guys be saying me and Jamasha Jones chasing Atlanta and all this other shit. Child, okay. Mm-mm.
I
It ain't for
love to
me.
see it.
Oh, you won. I ain't doing that now.
I love to see it. I can't wait to review it. Lord G.
Uh-uh. Ma'am. Mm-mm. Jamal was like, well, Scotty do it, I do it. What? No, don't put me in it. No.
I'm so
Mm.
weak.
No, don't you do that. Don't put me in it now. Because, like, I have thought about joining a show like that, but it's like I think that people don't. My personality really ain't for everybody. I think
Right.
uh, people don't understand me. I guess like they. That's why I'm so surprised that I got a following that I got because like my personality is just what it is. It's
I
just
say the same for me.
yeah. It's my personality is just what it is.
Now I did used to want to do Love and Hip Hop. In first couple of seasons in New York, I used to want to be on Love and Hip Hop. That was the first time I ever wanted to do reality TV. I said, Lord, I want to get on something like that so bad. Now I wouldn't be caught dead on it.
Right. Somebody said I was too much. In what way? Let me not. I'm
Child.
getting on my OG defensive again. Let me stop. Somebody said don't join Chasing Atlanta. Go to G Status. Child, bye.
Yeah, please. Are they even gonna come back anymore? It's the question. I mean, like at this point, I would be shocked if they come back with a season 3. I would be real shocked. And it's no shade.
Listen, like no ma'am. I never do no show like this.
Whew, child.
I couldn't do that. Like like no, that ain't for me. Like that's too. As entertaining as it was to watch, I couldn't do this show. And like you
Mm-hmm.
just said, I used to want to be on Love and Hip Hop too. Like when Love and Hip Hop first came out, I used to be like, "Oh my God, I want to do that show." But girl,
I wouldn't be caught dead on it. Wouldn't do it.
because it's like if you really want to be real, Terrence, and I don't know, like, I want to know if you agree when I say this. I think guys like us, if we did try to get on a Love and Hip Hop or something like that, I think men like you or me or Josiah or Jamar, they wouldn't pick us because they want a specific gay to be on TV. If you ever noticed that, if you look at these shows, it's always the same type of gay nigga on there. You got the Zell Swags, over the top, messy as fuck. You got Mr. Ray, over the top, messy as
Yes,
fuck.
yes.
You got Jonathan on Love and Hip Hop New York, over the top, messy as
Missy.
fuck.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's the same type of gay. Like they think that, and it makes people believe that all gay men are the same. I don't
Right.
act like none of them guys that
Me
be on
neither.
Love and Hip Hop. I don't act like them.
Me neither, because I'll be the first one. I ain't getting involved in that. That ain't none of my damn business. And if they try to
Exactly.
come tell me about it, girl, don't tell me about it because that ain't none of my damn business.
Right.
And
Like
that's
I don't
gonna
do
cause
that.
problems.
I don't do that. Like I probably like if I was on a show like that, I'd be the comic relief or something like that. Like I'm
Right,
not gonna be in no
right.
drama. Like nah. Yeah, somebody was trying to recruit Jamar, and Jamar was like, "Nah, like, nah, I don't want to
I'm
do
so
that."
weak.
But people told me and Jamar they don't want to see. Like I think Layla Lynn said that. Layla Lynn said she wouldn't want to see me on no show like that because she don't want to see me fighting. Which I ain't gonna fight nobody, child.
Right. I ain't gonna fight nobody, period. I'm gonna run their ass over. Y'all know I don't do no fighting. Since high school.
Now my cousin, I might not fight him. You'll have to catch me on if I got a little bit of alcohol in me, I might fight him then.
On that note, y'all, I'm about to end this because we've been up here for almost 2 hours. And he is not about to solicit no fight on my channel. All right, he gonna do that on his. Then that boy gonna see my channel and he gonna be like a word. That's how he feel. Invite me up there. Nah, the fuck I am.
He probably don't. Child, listen. But did Terrence tell y'all about his virtual birthday party tomorrow?
I did. I told them Monday, but we can't remind them for my virtual birthday party. That's gonna be tomorrow at 8:00. So make sure that you guys are there. Make sure they got y'all bottles so that y'all can take shots and get drunk as a Cooter Brown with me. Because I want to be so drunk I don't know my name.
Listen, this is gonna be funny as hell. I think that whole live gonna be funny. Like for real. And you know what, y'all? Let me just say this before he closes it out. First of all, his birthday is tomorrow. Okay. And I just want to say that despite the fact that I like to antagonize Terrence all the time and I love to argue with Terrence, I really love Terrence. This is like my big brother for real. Like I love Terrence. Um, that's just what it is. Like I said before, it's kind of like I've been on YouTube for a very long time, and we do have this stigma where people will say that YouTubers are all about competition. You don't find real friendships on YouTube and all of this other stuff. And I know at one point in time, I was talking about a panel one time, and I said that I had wanted Roddy DeVoice on there, and people were saying that they don't want Roddy DeVoice on no panel because of the YouTube beefs and everything like that. And I'm just like, well, that doesn't apply to me because I don't get into YouTube beefs. I
Right.
don't. And I've only had one situation where I was friends with a person on YouTube and they came at me, but I never came back at them because I respect the friendship that we had. They clearly didn't respect me for the friendship, so I let them go on about their business. However, it's very clear that you can make friendships on YouTube because despite what happened to me with the very first one, well, with one of the first ones that I made, Jamar has been my friend for 8 years now. He was probably my only real friend on YouTube, and then I met Terrence maybe it's going on 2 years now. I met Terrence almost 2 years ago, and then you got Josiah too.
Right.
So it's like out of everybody that I'm friends with on YouTube, those three guys are probably the closest people to me: Terrence, Josiah, and Jamar. And I just want to let everybody know. I think everybody in here knows that I love Terrence like a big brother, regardless of the fact that I antagonize and pick fights and everything every time. But it wouldn't be me if I didn't. So.
Sure wouldn't. Sure wouldn't. And I love my Scotty. I love my Scotty too, even though sometimes he'll take you there. I love him down. Ain't nobody else gonna fuck with him. I know that. That I do know.
Oh, and by the way, where your subscriber at? The one that always got something smart to say when I come on your channel.
Ooh.
That Dustin person. I ain't seen
I
him
don't know
in here in a
where he at.
while.
I don't know what happened to that. I don't know. Somebody probably got rid of him or something. Since you brought that up, I haven't seen Dustin in a long time.
But I do want to say this too, though, to Terrence. Though I'm glad to see you flourishing on YouTube and that you're making new connects with people because now you're cool with the likes of Bundy Blue and people you was already watching before you got on here because you was already watching Bundy Blue. So it was just kind of like you made new friendship with Bundy, you made new friendship with Alex. Then you got Jay Lee and Darrell and Jamie and Nisi and Ebby and YB and El Teddy and everybody else. Like you have a strong group of people behind you and that supports you. So that's really all that matters. So
That's right. I know, and I love y'all down. I sure do appreciate it, y'all, because I ain't had a friend up here in the first until back in 2019. That's when everybody started coming, and I said, you know what, YouTube ain't that bad because you do hear a lot of horror stories.
Yeah, you do.
True, but you can have some good lasting friendships if you have like-minded people around you.
Yeah, like I don't like that narrative that people can't be cool on here. Like I know that you see people fall out all the time, but it's not like that for everybody. If you get my drift, it ain't like that for everybody. Like I said, I only had one instance where, well, I didn't fall out with them; they fell out with me. When someone fell out with me, and I didn't take it to the public, they did, but I didn't take it to the
Right.
public. And even today, people still trying to get me to talk about that person. That person did it to me. I ain't got nothing to say about that person. So
Child, I
it
know
is
that.
what it is. But
Don't you got an episode of the Prelude coming up?
yeah, tonight we gonna be interviewing this guy from the Grind Dallas, and I think tomorrow, because Jamar said he's gonna come up on your birthday party thing tomorrow, and I think Brandon said he wanted to as well if
Okay.
he can. But yeah, we do got an episode tomorrow at 9, 8 Central Time tonight. It's probably not gonna be that long because it's probably not gonna be that long because he just came. The guy just popped up on the show last night, so it's probably not gonna be long though. It's probably not
Right.
gonna be no long one at all. But we gonna work it out. We gonna work through it. When you get Color Me Pink on your panel, I wanted Color Me Pink on. She was one of the first people I asked, but Color Me Pink
Mhm.
got more going on than just some YouTube stuff. Like she
Right.
got books, and her book gonna turn to a movie. She ain't got time to be sitting on no panel with us every Monday.
Right.
But I do think that I should just go ahead and add Sakina on there permanently at this point, instead of making her a sit-in all the time. I think I should go ahead and add her in permanently, honestly, because she do a good job up there.
Yeah, I love Sakina.
Yeah,
Even though
I
people be
think
giving her the blues, I love
they
Sakina.
do be giving her the blues. But you know what? And that's another thing I want to make clear too. That panel is a good panel. It really is. Like I really sit back and I watch it over. It's so funny. I think I picked the right people to do it. You know what I mean? And I just don't like it when people be you should get such and such up here. Y'all be saying that, but then when I get everybody up there one time, it's too many people up here. It's too many. Like I can't win with y'all. I cannot win.
At all.
I can't win. But I think it's a good panel though. Like I think it was already good, but I think that once we added Jaylee and Alex to it, it was even better.
Mm-hmm. They cray cray.
it
They cray
was
cray.
even more lit when we added Jaylee and Alex. I wanted Roddy to come up to the. I've been trying to get Roddy to come up on the panel. Honestly, I wanted Roddy and Erica Dinero to come up there because their opinions differ from most of us that's up there. So that would be amazing to see.
In
And
other words, they king of stands.
yeah, they're Kenya stands.
Mm. In other words.
Yeah, they're Kenya stands. So yeah, but I do want to do a colorism panel though. I don't know if I should just do it with just females or not, but I know for a fact that I wanted to have Erica on there and this other. I don't know if you ever heard of her, but it's a girl on YouTube named the Brooke Ashley. I wanted her to go up there too. But those are the main two that I thought. Oh, and Bondi. Those are the first three. I don't know if I should do it with just females and just add males to it too. I don't know, but I know somebody was like, maybe you should add Funky That Child. Funky That ain't finna do no fucking video with me. I'm like
Right.
this small up under him. He ain't finna do no
Right.
video with me.
It would be nice.
It would be. Now that would be great if we did that. But we tried to get, me and Jamal tried to get Quite Dear to come on our show, and we was that close.
What happened?
I don't know, cause Jamar actually talked to him and everything via DM on Twitter, and it was that close, like that close. But I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Child. We gonna put it in the atmosphere. That's what we gonna do.
Yeah,
All
we'll be
right,
on Station Head too. So
well, you guys, I'm about to go on ahead and end this live because I'm getting hungry and it's going on 2 hours.
oh yes, child. Oh, and when you get off, make sure you check the panel chat because I think they put that live in there that Martell did with the kids. and he talking about Marcus like a dog because I saw that live earlier. So you might want to hit that panel chat, that panel group.
Oh, I'm about to right now.
All right, y'all. We finna get up out of here, y'all.
Yeah. All right, you guys.
All righty.
I love you guys. Y'all be good. Y'all be blessed. Stay sweet. And make sure to head over to Scotty's channel tonight for the prelude. And be sure to get ready for tomorrow, y'all, because we really go get drunk as a skunk. Y'all think I'm lying. I'm dead ass. I love you guys. Thank you for the super chats and the cash apps. I was seeing them. Thank you guys so much for that. That's really sweet of y'all. And until next time, I'm going to let y'all